Okay, abusia yɛbɛma kɔ abasonko so ɛde POG Media so. Yɛde mɛkɔ political highway no so highway no deɛ nsɛm bebree wɔ so a yɛn so yɛagye pene sɛ bɛmi abɛdwafoɔ no. Ahu deɛ ɛkɔ ɛne deɛ ɛba. Yɛn bonwura yɛn nsɛm no. Hopeson adɔyɛ ɛde nsɛm bi aba abɛto dwa na wabɔ awura mu Supreme Court a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa koraa. Na ɛyɛ Supreme Court ruling no ɔkyerɛ sɛ saa ɛyɛ all because of their political interest. And as Akuffo na odi omo kogu court onti a case bi aba na omo koma NPP amanyuku no ebe hit hard on NPP and NPP party no when they go to what opposition, and the Hopeson as also a drop a hot expose against Chief Justice Torkonoo and the Supreme Court judges. Now A.Markin so the Wanfa ne ho anche no kra. Hopeson ne nsɛm a ɔkan no emudo yɛbɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɛmi abedwafo no bɛmi akɔ na yakɔ akotie nsɛm a ɛkɔs na ɛyɛ Hopeson ɛne speaker Bagbin no wakyerɛ speaker Bagbin sɛ ɛyɛ the speaker Bagbin ɛyɛ no ɛyɛ ne kwan so apɛpɛpɛ mɛma obia ɛmbɛdaadaa na anaasɛ mɛma obia ɛntena Supreme Court hɔ ɛmbɛkyerɛ the speaker ɛnyɛ ɛndeɛ abusua mo yɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔnkotie nsɛm a ɛkɔs so mɛdamase.
About 24 days near Kwakota. Yeah. You know, I started free honeymoon. And the Supreme Court, Addo ruling about on the 4 members of Parliament. What's your one?
Was it up to 1 minute? It was about.
Oh, I said your woman, and then on the full details.
Yes. I'm making.
And then on the full details.
It seems less than 1 minute or so.
Yes.
But sir, all the full details, background, the way say yeah, no. I mean, at least can be big agra. 1 minute, you know. I'm 40, can be big agra. In less than 1 minute, you may say,
That's a election 2012 petition that you are.
At what then they say, cover 3 minutes if you want.
We debate less than 2 is a
Ghana Supreme
Court.
Ghana Supreme Court. Well, say a Jomuna to be no kita so we interpret. But my question is Sir Clause Article 97G.
Yeah.
Does it need an interpretation?
According to Supreme Court, it needs.
It doesn't. Baby, I didn't know. Just say no. A whole interpretation about what would you do?
Yes.
Now, what kind 97 1G na?
Yeah.
Was it if what's that here? A member of Parliament shall vacate his seat in Parliament if he leaves the party of which he was a member.
He was.
Underline word
was.
One can say he is a member. He was a member.
Okay.
And in the moment I say me go MPP, me call independent, you know. MPP constitution say that moment now can ye na no. Only member of MPP.
Only member view.
So on you see, Ghana has a one.
Yes.
Sir President Yoma as a gentleman, a beba behete MPP back.
Oh, really?
And they will cry.
How?
What dear, Yegina Yan Toronto? That time, no more opposition. The hete or more, or Mubisu, mama.
Are they all before Frobiana?
Your party constitution, are clear?
Yes.
Me, Manquanco Jane Alan, but the time I ye medino, Namin called Jane no.
Oh, okay.
Let me say I sympathize with him, but I'm still MPP member. The video is there.
Oh, really? One declare intention, po.
David Kennedy said, well, you're a good man. I sympathize with him. But I'm still an MPP member. One radio TV station been interview me. The video is there.
I see.
Sir, my imagine say me sympathize with him kekeno.
And no cry enough.
Yeah, true. I made that interview on the 8th. Let me took US. 8th November.
Okay.
8th November 2023. 20th November. My birthday. and you issue statement say yeah they are pamu free party no.
Wow.
Me declare say me sympathize with someone and I say I believe in him and I say bibisa no keke no.
Eno kwa eh justification say you ready.
Obi akọ say there or no ankasa e contest against your candidate. What we say me ko support Obi independent and I say different party against your candidate ma forfeit me membership. say nipa nankasa kwa kujina one wo candidate no e kwa akọfe so. We say won't you say what Supreme Court say they are still members. They say NPP constitution is now useless.
But I NDC the NPP now. Constitution says anything.
Na say NDC for no ka say omo je omo member no back. Omo de omo gina so say omo member no omo wa free.
But NDC almost bet me owo akonya so metro letter crat at say omo chiro bi ma no. E ka chiro mo candidates Peter Kwachi aka say ye you ready because of stance na we taking it. But almost when ye
does it need I didn't come and say clear.
Yeah, constitution naka.
Constitution is clear.
But we are trying
Anna, some me dey na me MP.
So constitution is clear.
Tio, constitution is clear.
Yes.
Me say time mo yes I don't know. Lawyer be friend me say Hopeson. But me for mo pop to be we ni omo. And I say I don't need it.
Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, me catch him say I don't need it. So the mere fact of matron is okay. Now I have my exit me to be cover me. Me to cover me. So who dey no. Let me say the way I shisha to hono. Look, a serious issue ni can was a serious issue. Now, 4 years back, you same party, you were jubilating say obi akọ independent ya pamono. Look at the way I can't say.
Former MP.
Yeah, speaker.
Yes.
Michael Kwe.
Okay.
Just said we're walking out.
Yeah, sure.
What can say we are guys who are vacating the post into home free? Or new or big kasa. Look at the way I was chanting and hold that day. I just said I was sad.
I see.
Say, why should we treat this man like this? Say, why you not say we in every work? After all. Eyabusia odo nim se ba be yi na firi ho what the parliament now kan na oni obi kasa what tian just like that time it was good for them because
they had
no more overwhelming majority in parliament and dem for mo ana nipa no koye mo am protest you ana ene the same thing happen na me nua so wa suffer last 4 years was suffer
the prayer
after we free independent say or contest on the ticket of MPP constitution is a was
yes
eti wa kono say wonye independent bi mu
that be onye independent bi
say wonye MPP member so constitution no say wa vacate wo seat
surprisingly me ntwa wa no okọ for ministers here omo huri di ejina esia machi na during the time of independence ni na no omo forfeit position party ni pamo omo time esia ma win wie ye no omo ano mu di na chi ni na no me no kasa ba ko na ye constituency chairman sisi a e dey man the NPP no ye constituency chairman sisi ona na campaign manager e dey man esia ma sisi ona ye constituency chairman sisi a
so it is Akuffo Addo ko ho say won timi ni nyadwuma.
It may be one simple question say at the time no more year campaign no more year primaries no na be say for me na a orphan constituency and I say your orphan constituency and nobody could answer that question and then na apem so ade be bedru be ye du yes say ye ka ho asem
enti near MPP aye no e so sad said well na ayama nkrofo asemo a omo ka no se ye park Supreme Court politically no na ye no kre ko jase na ye no kre LGBTQ asem na ko Supreme Court no eti can't they find time like they dealt with this you know what want to mean I just yet now what that you don't go why you better what the Chief Justice at return for that so that but when you bet imagine no within seconds. And my judgment. Look, separation of powers.
Yeah, sure.
Bagbin, what the duties. The duty and say basse akunya vacant or no and communicated to UC.
Okay.
See by election.
Yeah, sure.
Constitution is 3 months to elections. Ultimately by elections. It is will be vacating the post. A better horse I could say the next elections. So when you know. Anna, Adia Bani had drawn attention. The constitution is clear.
Yeah.
Bro, we wars, you know, and so you hear legal interpretation of wars.
Yeah, the shark because the shark was Supreme Court. I mean, interpretation. It was the question.
But you see, this one is not talking about future.
Yeah.
When he said, we MPP need no call independent. Welcome, you are no more MPP. I come was that didn't work on wasn't. We are independent. I know about Bagbin and we are independent. Says we are party member. And no constitution no come wasn't.
I see.
And it's the duty of the speaker to announce it or tell the say it in the floor of the house. Say Sagrofo way, one more advocate your post. And to a new kinds of day, one move. Constitution here clear. Me who look, no more can me. I'm not by any way say Master Dilo and I say no more can about Article 99. Say High Court never determine who is validly elected.
Yes.
Yakwa and a problem about we say my B2 we see what the document. Yeah, the Aqua Court. Court to show munu tie adanse ne ne kika munyina. Court no never bet say ni pass message per the records no or no and they are elected no as MP.
Yeah.
I don't know clear. And you different from 97G now. Who go join another party I vacate you post no. One we say on jurisdiction some of the 5-2.
Yeah, sure.
5-2 no it should tell you say 2 no more cars or more absent on the jurisdiction you should know say near air course no let you find papa so because anything to determine about the the status of the MP no they should go to the High Court.
Yeah, sure.
And the Jampo High Court and a straight to Supreme Court. Say I say etino your interpretation and you different.
Yeah.
Now what they was say stay of execution. Now what's up? No, I mean between one man just here. Where the men the make say MPP and Gazano, or more constitution, or more render no useless. It's no more than effect. Is Ubiaka said, look, MPP 4 bit mapa kujina bonjisi say yes opportunity of Mahama. Ultimate suspend you more because I take a train 9 now the best suspend you more. And no now they boss and grow for way home. So on your channel. That is what people kujina bonjisi workers. How can you suspend them? It means it's a constitution. Are you useless? You have Bibia wo constitution mu bia no party member bia pa wonni so wo just say obeye the opposite side ultimate je duhu
obo the party ne constitution started twitwi form
o just say that's all master you o mu dia twitwi form
I see
o mu dia twitwi form na wo shase ana wo kan me ohini nto ya abo bia sa mo Boniface mo say ya declare supporter ma obi a wo ko etia that time brother mo nya elect mo candidate
yeah.
I don't know lawyer was it sponsored? A candidate sponsored by the party.
Yeah.
Nana Munyan sponsor will be a no more primaries. So that time Nankasa no more yes I don't know grano. What would you President Akuffo a lawyer, Uncle Nyina a lawyer, General Secretary a lawyer, the governors a lawyer. Mwakwa Tenasi. Now my yes I do because of a nibre and moya. I don't know yes I don't know. And then once I be buaka musim, me say Yakupo be so tia MPP ka day in day out. Now me say sadi we o maye e be hete wo mo. Now Supreme Court decision we it is going to be something e chiremba gi na ba beka. Do o mo tran panel so o mo ye no sa no. I see.
Mamenko Yura Akwena Stereo Kwansa, former member of parliament at the Mafantiman West and former Central Regional Minister. Yura Akwenas, it's as I mean, as I'm number with you first.
No, seriously, in every moment, I wasn't expecting anything different. I mean,
oh, really?
Oh, yeah, because me say Chief Justice ne utterances the first day now. straight up, no, me conclude where the whole thing will go.
I see.
You know, Ghana, yeah, it's the Obimu ye person Obimu.
Oh.
Yeah, we're in this country in a whole constituency for 4 years. We nya representative. Yeah. But now we are preaching virtues. There, the 4 constituencies, you know, they wouldn't have any representation. Now, what is even going on there? There in those constituencies, what are the development going on there? Within 3 weeks, or two months, we have representation, and so what? That's what I say. But you see, to the Muslim brother Keno, this is a precedent that is going to hurt not only MPP, but it's going to hurt the country because the framers of the constitution, they envisage that because we've had history of that thing. And see, based on that, you know what they pay. You see, they are making a mistake about one thing there. People were trying to like relate it to 2003. Why you saying it that kind of thing? But you see, it's 2 different things. One is by action. Yes. And one is by deeds. Let me put it that way. Deeds and action are almost the same. On our parliament, no sorry there, we jai MPP. NDC, no Oracle NDC, MPP. You know what's the once I walk crossing it, you know, there, one forfeit in the seat. Yeah. But you see, whatever is happening now, it's almost the same thing, but in a different way. Okay, more parliament, me NDC member of parliament. Now more parliament, I'm getting to the latter part. Then I started kicking against my party. Where they didn't say, look, me in the next election, I'm not going to even stand on NPP's ticket. I'm going to stand on NDC's ticket. I can make that publicly. I can make that statement on the floor of parliament. You don't have any right to tell me that you are sacking me or I should leave the parliament because straight up, I know that I've become a faith columnist amongst my group. Yeah. So me MPP ni na minim dem you call offender independent. Ask Cynthia Morrison, ask Ashanti. Bisa one there say what any strategic MPP meeting, do they call them? They won't call them because already they know that they have thank you, they have a mind of going in. They won't call them. Yes, they were even deleted from the platform. But you see, for convenience's sake, was they are as if they are protecting them. But let me tell you one thing. You see, you know, we live in a world that everything is cyclical. Something else will come, and believe you me, it will come to hurt us. And in there, by that time, known that those people who took that decision might be. Not be available. Yes, but a president was said. But me, I believe that the Supreme Court judges, no, I don't know seriously because me, I always say that look, there are lawyers who are far better. They know the law more than the Supreme Court judges because no, you don't write an exam to go to Supreme Court. You don't write an exam. If they write an exam to go to the Supreme Court, believe you me, we will have different people sitting in the Supreme Court now because you know why? All you need to be is to be a lawyer, a practicing lawyer for 15 years. Yes. And meanwhile, the man who is a practicing lawyer for 15 years goes to take advice from other lawyers. And today, by the virtue there, when you work on Supreme Court, then there is nothing like when you go to Supreme Court and then all of a sudden God will give you some different divine understanding of the law. No. I mean, it's funny. We have people who have studied. Even you, there are people who taught you the law, who are still lawyers. There are people who taught you the law. But the fact that you have the chance to sit on the bench doesn't make you an extraordinary lawyer. That you understand everything. But you see, your constitution, there, whatever the Supreme Court says becomes more or less a law.
Is it time there? I mean, baby, I would read. Today, one Kofoki there constitution why a kick? Yes, it's a more constitution.
No, constitution on your kick. ikede why a cake, a cake, but it needs an overhaul.
Okay.
If say baby a cake, then you have to put everything aside and
no.
You see that one there, you can't tell me that the constitution is a cake. There are some provisions of the constitution that might have outlived its purpose, time and purpose. If we need to, there are so many things we have to strengthen. You understand? You see, one funny thing about the some laws and now some LIs and now some CIs nada yedi eduma country bebre ho onye eduma, because believe you me, inka ebi eduma inka yesi this 13 political parties and now 12 political parties, none of them apart from the independent candidate doesn't have to have structures all over the country. Independent candidate, that's why you call him an independent candidate. Like my brother's group. They are there. They've not, though they have a movement, but they don't term themselves as a political party. It's a movement. So then you can
pardon them.
But people who call themselves political parties. Master, me, I've lived in the central region for a very long time. Ask me, them Papa Apalu, listen there, how many offices does he have even in the central region?
Posters or central region?
No, posters in posters they on ask me, because in the CI, no, you have to have representation in all the 275 districts, 240 something districts. You should have an office there. Ask me, all these parties now will line up the brain. How many of them?
When as a officer, you can even talk about virtual officers.
No, forget about that time. There's nothing. If you look at
okay, I was saying and some apostle our political highway. So Hopeson Addo and yet big thanks goes to Bawumia TV. And more years are massive and as an exclusive interview now. Just say or to be man a year after your markings any Supreme Court judges are any as an keto Abusia Hopeson say on no timer or free NPP party and case it would seal or more our court now on na P&Torkonoo BBB na sisi akwa obetumi esi omo court all because of the Supreme Court judges the Bagbin no we answer me yembre na yebeda masese mo JP ne kokoti sa odwe edemai aha POG Media so